Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless podcast. This will be for Wednesday, May 20th. As always, I'm your host, Big Irish J, and we have the Mechanable, a.k.a. Deref, which will make sense at a later date, a.k.a. Right Said Fred, a.k.a. I don't know why. There's no point. It means absolutely nothing. I just fucking...
Oh.
Yeah, a.k.a. PJ Patches.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad to be
John McCann. I know. I'm trying. I gotta fucking try other than the Mechanable. We missed the last week's episode. That's on me. You know what I was going to tell you that's interesting about this fucking the quarantine, the pandemic is. It's like, you know, you have all this free time, and like people have been joking about like, oh, you got this free time to do all these special projects and still not do them. I'm noticing like two things. Like I am doing a shit ton of my videos. I'm staying on those, and I feel like I'm in a groove with those. And honestly, the quarantine has helped because it's like I have a whole routine. I wake up in the morning, I post about 5 to 10 of those things in my story, and then I start working on my feed story or whatever. But then there's the other side of it where there's like, shit, I'm not getting done. Like I've been putting off like redoing my store. And I know it's like an undertaking, and also designing those shirts that I showed you a couple of them. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta fucking get to it.
Yeah, man.
It's a trip.
It's hard to motivate too, because I don't know. Is some of this because everybody's all hype on like, okay, I got a week off, so I'm gonna get stuff done because I know that in these 7 days I have like to get this done this day and this done this. Like you got to prioritize it. But right now, dude, I think everybody was in like, okay, this is gonna be 2 weeks, 14 days. I got so much time, get everything done. And now it's been 2 months, and then it's gonna be months and months and months. And now we're just all like, where's my motivation? Because really, this is reality now.
There might be something to that, and not only that, but like if you have a week's vacation or whatever, you have a definitive end time.
Yeah.
Whereas right now,
that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for making my point for me. So yeah. I think that, I think that's part of it. Cause dude, I'm in the same boat, man. Like, but I've been surprised even right before this show. I just came in 10 minutes ago and I was working on some side projects, more like, you know, hands, like my Jeep stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm getting things done, and I know that I wouldn't have that time otherwise. Really, like I'm making the time.
Yeah. It's, dude.
Oh.
I have been. I think you saw that video I posted of I don't know if he was a Marine or Navy or what, but that guy that was saying the whole thing is he was like, make your bed every morning, and then like what that can.
Oh yeah.
So I have been ever since that video. I've made my bed every morning. I know you usually do, anyways.
Yeah, but dude, didn't you send me that video that one time of that person? It might have been Gary Vee even. It was somebody who said, make your bed every morning because that way you can start off with a win every day.
Yeah, I know. I remember something about that, but I can't remember exactly. But
then again, how would you know, dude? Because you send me 15 articles a day, and then I'll reference like 3. Well, I don't much anymore because now I know what's up.
Yeah, so
you send me them, and then I'll say like, dude, that third paragraph, perfect point. And you're like, oh no, I didn't read that. It was just.
Yeah, I was gonna say for anybody. So I'll find I'm on, you know, everything all over the internet, and I'll see an article, and it can be an article, and I'll see the word Jeep in it, and then my brain goes like this: Jeep. Sean has a Jeep. This will interest him, and I send it off. And then you'll actually, I don't read the article. I don't even see what it's about. And then Sean will respond and be like, you know, that article sent me is how like, if you own a Jeep, you're a Nazi. And I'm like, wait, what?
Totally.
Or the other thing I'll do is I'll send Sean, like, I'll see an article that'll be like, here's the explanation of what causes Corona. And I'll see it, and it's like 5 pages. And I'm like, hey, Sean, check out this article. And then that night I'll be like, Hey man, what that article say about? What's the bullet points?
No, but dude, you know what? You know what's cool though is like, you know how we all get feeds, like we use Google News or whatever, different kinds of feeds.
I'm one of your feeds.
You're my feed, dude, but you're like not AI. You're real. Like, dude, I get into Google and there's like a story, and then like later I get into Google and it's like a different person's talking about it, but it's the same story. Like always, all this repetition. Dude, with you though, it's like all of a sudden I just get a thing that, hey, I think this will interest you.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I just thought of that.
And then I read it.
Jay Lexa.
Like, I don't have to say any shit either. Like, I don't have to go through all the, like, you know what I mean? Like, what did Ariana Grande's ponytail look like without her bandana? Like, I don't have to go
one thing. I won't send you shit. I don't send you shit.
No,
you know,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's curtailed to you. You know, I think about you, and I'm like, fucking Sean, let me come up with this.
And lately, there's been a lot of good Pearl Jam stuff. So I'm seeing a lot of that.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. So, if you're a listener of the HollingsWorthless, you've heard Sean before. He's Sean's one of my best friends, and he's been on here numerous times. And I've mentioned in previous HollingsWorthless, before the Corona, I was going to go to my first Pearl Jam. Sean is a huge Pearl Jam. He's the biggest Pearl Jam fan I know. And Sean, fucking being the friend that he is, he was like, I'm getting you a ticket to go fucking see Pearl Jam. You're going to see it with me, and we're going to have an experience. And I was like,
cool. And then you can just pay me back whenever you want.
Yeah, I mean, those tickets were canceled, but I still had to pay on them. So whenever you want to pay me back, that's cool. So Sean got me the tickets. It was April 17th. Was that it?
It was, something like the April 3rd. Yeah, I think that one was the 17th. Yeah, 15th.
Something like that. And so so he had got me the tickets, and I was excited because I'm like, I'm a big believer in life experiences. And I looked at it like that was going to be a life experience, not even for the Pearl Jam part of it, Sean. I don't know if you know this, but it was because I was going to be going there with you. It's like when I smoked weed the first time, and it was with Doug Benson. I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with fucking the Bruce Lee of weed smoking, right?
Right.
So you don't know this, Sean, but sorry, I was getting this back. Now it's giving. Is it on your end? Okay. So you don't know this, Sean, but I was looking forward to it, but I hadn't really, there was like one or two songs that if I heard them, I'd be like, that's a Pearl Jam song. But I didn't really delve into, fucking, this is so weird now with video. I'm like, I really didn't delve into Pearl Jam. But I was looking forward to it. It was going to be amped. I was disappointed when the thing got canceled, and I was disappointed for you because like you go every year, right? To a concert, at least.
Yeah. Whenever, it's usually every 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was it? Was it 2 or 3 days ago that I was messaging?
Yeah. It was a couple days ago. Yeah.
So I play poker every day. There's a group of us comics that we have a day game at 2:15 and then a night game at 8. If you're interested, hit me up. I don't know what triggered it for me, but I was like, it started at the day game, 2:00. I was like, I'm going to listen to some music. You know what? I just brought up Spotify. Fucking shout out to Spotify. Sean hates it. And I did Pearl Jam, and I just put shuffle play. How many albums do they have? It looked like they had about 15.
11 studio albums, and then they have, 1,000 bootlegs that they put out, and then all these, then there's like there's singles and B-sides, and there's a ton. There's hundreds. There's hundreds.
So I just hit shuffle. I start playing cards. I'm like, I started texting Sean. I probably was an hour into the game, and I was like, dude, this fucking, the music is, I don't know how to explain it, but there would not be a better choice in the world of music while I was playing than Pearl Jam. There's something with the vibe it was giving me while I was playing. It was so chill. It was sunny out. And I was just like, holy shit. So I started texting Sean. I was like, yo, I am fucking feeling Pearl Jam, man.
Wait, now didn't this start from the episode 10 of the Last Dance?
Yes.
Isn't that what sparked it? Yeah,
Yes.
because it's and I haven't seen it yet, but present tense is the one they play, I guess, and
Yeah,
that's
well, it's
one of
past tense now. They already aired it.
Sorry, my everything cut out, so I didn't hear that bullshit joke you just made.
I was saying it's past tense now.
Yeah, why is this keep muting? It's like it's muting and I can't hear.
Right.
So no, but dude, that song. So that's on No Code. One of the best songs ever written. I'm telling you, dude, the music's amazing, and on top of that, the lyrics are nuts. I mean, he's a poem writer.
Yeah, dude. This doesn't spoil anything, but the final song of that documentary, they're showing different things and they're talking, and then this song comes on, and I'm like, that sounds like Eddie Vedder. I can't recognize every Pearl Jam song, but I was like, I think this is fucking Pearl Jam. So then I Googled it, and I was like, holy shit, this song is sick. And then I texted Sean that night. That's what it was. So that was Sunday night. And then it was yesterday, it was yesterday that I was in that poker game, and I was like, I'm just going to listen to Pearl Jam. And I told Sean, and it sounds corny and shit, but it was like a fucking vibe on another level with poker, and there was no other background noise. The TV wasn't on. It was just me playing poker and listening to this fucking Pearl Jam. And I was like, I am digging this, dude.
Dude, there's nothing. See, if you're a fan of Pearl Jam, then you totally get everything you're talking about. And if you're not, you don't get it. It's not. It goes beyond. I mean, you can even see behind me. Well, if you're on video, my whole house. That's just like two, but dude, my whole house is just full. This is good to say. It's just full of museum pieces.
Yeah, you got all your Pearl Jam and all your Creed stuff.
Oh God, what a downer. No, but I love all the culture, the art, but the music. Like, in 2016, I went to Fenway and watched about there, and there's 75,000 people that aren't just at the show, dude. So there's two shows, and there's a day in between of no show. So people usually come in for 5 days straight, a couple days ahead of time, so you can get in and grab merch and stuff. They have all this dope stuff, and then you go to the show, and you have a day off, and you go to the next show. So for that whole time, when they were doing the stadium run from Chicago to so they did Wrigley, and then they did Fenway. That's 75,000 people that go to that city that are Pearl Jam fans and take over that whole entire area. So, dude, I'm walking through Boston. I sat down probably with, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6 different people at like bars and stuff and had a drink. Just like, they'd just be like, oh, yo, come on in. Because, everybody's rocking Pearl Jam. Dude, it's like, and then you go there and none of that chest bumping, none of that, like, everything's this dope vibe. Everybody in the, knows when to sing and what songs, like when he sings Better Man, the crowd sings the whole first verse of that.
Is that about a Jewish guy? Mr. Betterman? Sorry, go on. It wasn't.
So, it's pretty dope. Dude. So it was going to be a good time, to go this last go around, dude. I was going to 3 shows. You were going to go to the Forum.
Dude. Let me ask you this. Do you know if once all this is done, they're going to tour again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Are they going to, dude, because you know what, I'll buy my own ticket. If they did another Fenway.
Oh, they will for sure. Totally. I don't know about this next time because they didn't plan one for this last one. But what happened before this whole coronavirus thing is they announced their European tour. So that was the first leg. And then the second leg was going to be, had like 8 different cities that they were coming to. And LA was one of them, San Diego. They're doing 2 in LA. San Diego, they're going to Phoenix. And all these other spots. But dude, where they weren't going was like Portland, Seattle, Boston, Chicago. They might have done Chicago. But what one of the newspapers, like Seattle Times or somebody was saying, is that they were going to do a whole nother leg in the fall. So we were going to get the spring show, and then we were going to do fall, and that probably would have been like Seattle and Boston. And dude, I'd go to both in Seattle because they'll do 2 shows, and then I'd go to both at Fenway.
Dude,
There's nothing like Fenway, dude. You can get online, by the way. Anybody who wants to see what it was like, you can watch the whole entire show. Somebody actually edited together everybody's videos that they took, but they put down the actual audio, the mastered audio underneath it, and you can see it from August 8th. Yeah, August 8th, 2018. It's almost 4 hours long.
I knew that they that because you would watch that and shit. I didn't know that they, and you may have told me and I just wasn't listening, but I didn't know that they put the mastered audio on it.
Yeah, because you can buy every bootleg of every show they've ever done. They sell them. They like actually, yeah, Pearl Jam masters them. They call them bootlegs, and they're just wrapped in like cardboard. And like they started it back in, I think it was probably about around 2000. And they came out with 300 and some CDs at that time.
Wow.
But yeah, they do all those.
Dude, that's pretty fucking sick. We 100%. I'm in for Fenway. Whenever.
Oh yeah, a blast. Yeah, I'm totally into.
Dude, whenever this fucking thing's over. The other thing, I don't know if it's an announcement or anything major. So I had sold my PS4. For anybody listening, they obviously don't know, but Sean knows. And then I was just playing games on my phone, and then with this keep getting extended, I was like, fuck, maybe I'll play something. I don't know. Modern Warfare is a big one right now. Everybody, because you can be on Xbox or PS4 and play together. So that's a big thing now. So I got it, and I'm bringing back Team Whiteout. Do you remember Team Whiteout?
I remember Team Whiteout.
And I'm going to play on Twitch. I'm going to get on Twitch. So for those that don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know this. Dope. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, I used to play NBA Live, the basketball game. I used to play that. I know more people played NBA 2K. I just liked Live better. And I was pretty good at it. And so then to start challenging myself, I was like, all right, I'm blowing people out. So fuck it. I'm going to make an all white team. Just slow, fucking can't jump. Fuck it. So I made this all white team. I called them Team Whiteout. And then I started kicking the shit out of people with Team Whiteout. Like I was killing it. I mean, it was a lot of 3-point shooting, but good fundamental basketball, 2-hand chest passes. We don't talk a lot. But and what was funny is like the NBA Live community at first, it was so funny because people that didn't know me or whatever, they would just come into a game and you'd have the mic and people would be like, look at this racist motherfucker with this all white team. What a piece of, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, you racist fuck. And then people started figuring out I was a comic and I was fucking around and I was kicking ass. And then people loved my Team Whiteout. It was like my team was like the Brian Scalabrine of NBA Live.
Oh, nice.
Which, by the way, so I have NBA 2K20, and I've started to build my Team Whiteout. And one of the players they have, I don't know if you know, you won't know this, Sean, but you know who Brian Scalabrine is, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so for people that don't, he's the 12th man. When he played, he would play maybe a minute a game, 2 minutes a game. This pale white dude, red hair. But he was like, when he played at Boston, everybody loved him because he was like the stereotypical slow white guy, tall. He's a redhead, hard worker. He'd jump on the balls, but he wasn't that good. And he jokingly called himself White Mamba, right? Like Kobe's Black Mamba. I don't know if you probably don't know this, Sean. NBA 2K about 3 or 4 years ago. Wait.
Well, I was going to tell you, dude, you got to say though too that there's video out there where somebody kept calling him out, and so he actually posted up. Remember, he went 1-on-1 against that dude and shut him down.
Yeah, it wasn't just one person. Yeah, he was. I just showed it to Jack. So he does radio. I think he's a color commentator now for the Boston Celtics, and he was on the radio. People were like, "Ah, man, I could beat Scally 1-on-1." So he called it the 1-on-1 Scallenge.
That's right. Yeah.
And he had like Division I college players come out, all these people, and he would tell him, he goes, the 12th man on an NBA roster is so far above a college player that didn't go pro. You guys have no idea. So he just beat the shit out of all these guys, right? Well, here's what's dope is NBA 2K, I think about 4 or 5 years ago, they put in they have all these legends. They have Bird, Magic, Jordan, every legend. And they put in a Scalabrine card that was like a special card that was like a 99 rating.
Oh, nice.
He
Yeah.
was like the best player if you could get him.
Dope.
And they
Yeah.
still do it. So I have Scalabrini on my team whiteout. I got Pistol Pete. I got fucking Bird, Dan Marley. So I'm going to be on Twitch playing that. If anybody's on NBA 2K, my username on PS4 and on Twitch is Big Irish J. And so you can come see me fucking play some people with that. I got to learn how to play NBA 2K though. It's a little different than live. But that's one of the things I'll be doing along with the other shit that we're working on.
Yeah. And then like in a couple weeks, the Last of Us 2 comes out, dude. I'm ready for that. That's gonna be good. I think it comes out June 6th or something.
Yeah, I'm like, I go back and forth because I don't know what it was. Like when I tried to play that before, I kept probably got maybe a quarter of the way through or maybe 1/6 of the way through, and both times I just kind of was just like, I don't know.
Dude, you're not into that kind of stuff. You don't. I like that kind of shit, and you're not into that. You like to play Team Whiteout. You know what I mean? You like to. It comes out May 29th. May 29th, dude. That's 10 days from now. I thought it was coming out in June.
3 days after my birthday.
Yeah, boy. Oh, that's good, man. I'm stoked. That'll be good.
My birthday. Oh God.
You really want to talk about that? I was trying to coast over that.
I mean, the next podcast will come out the day after my birthday. We could wait till then.
All right.
It doesn't make sense to me.
What a downer.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Move on.
What else? Some shows there's some shows in the works with Sean and I. And
Yeah.
we'll wait on revealing anything.
Yeah, just wait a second. Yeah.
Right.
It's so good. This could go straight to network, so we don't need anybody, pouncing.
Valid.
Relax.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
It's a good
Straight
retort.
Thank you.
What else? Do you have anything else to report, Sean? This might be a quick.
Yeah. I'm about to. I'm gonna go into the middle of the desert for like a week. Yeah.
So tell people, people know you. If they listen to this, they know you. They may know you have a Jeep, but that really saying everything. So explain where you're set up and everything.
Yeah, so I'm starting a YouTube channel. As soon as I get this last bit of when I go out this time, I'm going to get some footage, and this will be what I use to really like anchor the whole thing. But what I got a Jeep JKU, so it's one of those, for people that don't know, it's like a Jeep Wrangler, that looks like those Army Jeep types, and it's white, and so I've just been working on getting everything outfitted, ready to be completely self-sustained and go out to nowhere. So I've I got the double battery set up in there with two deep cycles. I've got rooftop tent, a full kitchen, galley in the back that, extends out with the refrigerator. And, I got a shitter, I got a toilet, all that stuff, awning, everything. So dude, yeah, I'm like all ready to go out. And I think with the capacity that I have on that, I can gear up for a good, week of being out completely remote and not have to worry about anything. So I'm heading out to the middle of close to Joshua Tree, out by the Salton Sea.
Do you have like a satellite phone?
I don't have a satellite phone, but I do have I got what's called a Garmin InReach. And so it tracks me in its GPS. So it goes, it doesn't have cell service, it just goes back and forth, but you link it to your phone and you can text through it. And also, I'll set the service up. I have it, but I haven't done the service. But when I do, I put your number in it and I put my folks in it. And so when I get to a destination, I just hit the button and I'm there, and then it just sends out a generic, he's arrived with coordinates.
That's fucking.
And people know where you're at. Yeah.
Now
it's on SOS too, so you can just SOS if shit goes south.
And then they can come. Okay, gotcha. Now, we've talked before about how could you do that? Let me back up. I'm fucking jibber jabbering. So Sean watches these videos, and then he got me hooked on them. Where Outlander and shit like that, and
yeah, it's called overlanding.
Overlanding.
Yeah,
and it's people that have done this. Like Sean, it's kind of cool to see because over the last 2 years, I've seen you go from fucking starving, like literally starving, feeding your cat over your own health.
And, thanks for bringing her up. Oh.
Well, I mean, you don't have to feed her anymore. And then,
good point.
But we would watch these videos of these guys that had these Jeeps, and so from that, Sean got a great job, and then he got the Jeep that he wanted, and then he's fucking built it up, and now he's going to be able to do those things, which is pretty sick. But I wonder, could you do this not in a do you have the equipment to do it, but in a mental, could you do it like a month?
Oh yeah, I could do it for a month.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. If I had the ability to do that, I would totally do that. Yeah. Yeah. Now I couldn't do what these people do where they live in them, because I feel like that changed it from an adventure into like a reality. And that's too. But no, if I could go out for a month, or if it was like this, hey, so what do they call it? The Pan American trails. So anyways, you go from like, I think the tip top of Alaska, drive all the way down through North America, Central, South to the tip of Argentina.
Oh wow. Yeah,
crazy stuff. And dude, you do that for like a year. But you'd never know what was around the corner, And that's why I'm doing, man. Just getting out and not knowing what's there, being 4-wheel drive capable, and like, I got it lifted up pretty good with some good traction, and just being able to go where people can't go. Like cars have to stop. You get to go still.
Could you do that without internet access?
Well, no. So I have to think ahead to that, because I don't think there will be internet access when I go this week. I don't know yet. It depends. So I'll like pre-download Netflix's, offline use, maps, all that stuff. And then I'll have to see what it's like, because I don't know if there's actually internet or cell service out there.
Okay, so what I get from this is you're telling me I should send you more articles.
For sure, yeah. Then when I get back in,
yeah. Bing, bing. Yeah, that's pretty dope. When do you do that? When do you leave?
Sunday.
Oh man, for a week.
Yeah, man.
Interesting. Yep. All right, I got to tell you something offline afterwards. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything else I wanted to go over? No, I don't. You have anything?
I don't think so, dude. That's I think that's probably it, because who wants to talk about the world right now? Nobody.
Yeah. That video I posted about that press secretary, the lady, did you see that one yesterday?
Is that the one with her greatest hits, or just the one? Oh, I saw that. You did a YouTube on
it. They ask her a question and she goes, well, you should ask Obama. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But
she's ridiculous.
YouTube comments on that, some people are going back and forth, Democrat, Republican, all that shit. And I'm like, guys,
what was great, though, is the other day, it was like a week ago. It's the only time I ever saw anything besides what you just did about her. But you could tell it was so prepared. But, dude, that's what was brilliant about it, that she prepared. She talks to this reporter, says, hey, so, the president was saying that you're going to – or that the virus was just going to go away, like a miracle is just going to go away. Does he want to take that back now? And she goes, well, I think that's a good question. And I guess I would ask back to you, media, would CNN want to take back that on September 19th of 2019, they said that, in fact, blah, blah, blah. And she went off like 6 different things that everybody else had said. And I was like, oh, wow. How do you argue that? Because, yeah, she got you good. You got it, dude. When somebody gets you, you just got to take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, if I was that person, I'd probably just be like, how about you answer my question first, and then I'll answer yours.
Oh, no. You know what they said, though, is then she says, so I'll leave you with that so you guys can all think about that. And she walks away. And the media person who asked the question, he stands, but you can hear him say something like, that's not fair. I can tell you prepared for that one.
Oh,
Just,
dude.
you know what I mean? Didn't even take it like a champ. He didn't take it on the chin, dude. Then he got all like tattletale about it almost.
It'd be great if he just stood up and he just goes.
See, now we're right. That's class.
Yeah.
That's class.
Just go, bravo. I'll try and get you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just, fucking, sometimes you take an L. I took an L today. Tomorrow might be my day. But you got to, if I get you tomorrow, you got to admit it.
See, dude, and as a Democrat, because that reporter was obviously slanted and was a Democrat, they had a whole agenda there. That would have made us all look good if he would have stood up and did a slow clap.
Yeah.
But instead, he looks like another just weak, pee my pussy hurts fucking dude. Oh, it's the worst.
Dude, do you see the thing that supposedly Trump's taking that hydrochlorine shit or whatever?
Yeah. Bullshit.
I know.
Bullshit.
You see what Pelosi said?
What?
It was pretty funny. She was on Anderson Cooper, and Anderson's like, "What's your thoughts on that?" And she goes, the way it was said too was perfect because it was such an insult, but she said it like she meant it concerning. She's like, I hope that's not true. I mean, he's not, in his age group, and I mean, his weight, like, I mean, he's like morbidly obese, and she said he's morbidly obese, said that, and was like, I mean, I hope he's not doing that.
Clowning. Nice, dude. You know what? That didn't just come out of her mouth because you got to form those words, dude. Good for her. That was planned. Hey, that was planned. You planned that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Wow.
All right, what do you want to plug, Sean? Where are you going to be?
I'm still waiting, dude. I had a couple of dates that were canceled just, a month ago.
What was the last one that got canceled?
It was at the Chuckle House.
Right.
It's just in the city outside of Nashville. It's called Gresham.
Gotcha.
Really cool spot. But anyway, I'll update you next podcast. I'll update you with my new dates. I
actually have 2 online shows. Let's
trying to call me out.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I always wonder if we should tell people that don't know that you don't do stand up, that this is all just you fucking around. Can you imagine somebody's like, they message you, hey, McCannibal, I went to try and see you at the Cum Dumpsters, and I couldn't find where the Chocolate Fuckers Club is at. Let me see.
Cool.
Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll just stop that then. Thanks.
What?
We'll just stop doing that now.
No.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Saturday, I'm doing the Comedians Doing Comedy. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific. Saturday. The links will be on all my social media stuff the day of. And Sunday, I'm doing the Nowhere Comedy Club online. Again, I'll have all the links the days of. You can come watch. The Saturday one, I'm co-headlining with Colin Moulton, who Colin's hilarious. And so we'll be co-headlining that. And I think that's all I got, Jonathan.
Dope, man.
All right, should we say goodbye?
Yeah, see you, man. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
Hey, all right. I'll hit you up. I'll call you. We're going to call you. Oh, and Sean's
Okay,
at the
cool.
Cannibal.